Oh gosh, enemy cruiser. Fire. Drop smoke. We gotta get the tits out of here. These cruisers are focusing us. Focusing me. Oh, come on. Oh shit! I sank someone with a torp! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here. So this is what we're looking at. Yeah. This is a Republic of China destroyer. It's tier 8. It's called the Lo Yang. Now let's take a look at the stats. Pretty cool flag right here. But you'll notice, yeah, Republic of China. Not to be confused with the People's Republic of China. But it's tier 8, but this is a Benson class destroyer. So more or less, it's a reskin of sorts. It's only available on the EU server currently. I'm not familiar or sure if it's going to be coming to the NA server, but generally that's how it is. Can I just say this, Wargaming, could we please have some North American exclusive, or at least get some stuff first before the NA server, or excuse me, before the EU servers? But yeah, I kind of like this. It's interesting because right now we have the Polish destroyer, the Błyskawica. Is that how you... I don't know that little L with the dash through it. I should have Googled proper pronunciation. But it's kind of cool because there's a lot of other nations that had really good ships, but maybe only one or two of them, right? You know, there's some Swedish ships. I think that Italy and France will still have more than enough to kind of be, at least more or less, their own tech trees. You know, like... Those guys had very powerful navies prior to World War II, and even, you know, kind of in the early parts of World War II. But yeah, so the Lo Yang, right? So you just remember, this is a Benson. It's a tier 8 American Benson. It does have a pretty cool skin. It is kind of cool that they are adding these other nations. The Błyskawica, sorry if you're Polish and I'm butchering it. Błyskawica, I don't know. Hey, but they're adding these other nations, right? So let's take a look at the stats. You can see right here, survivability of 26, artillery 27, torpedoes 17, AA defense 23. And the two big strengths for most destroyers are maneuverability and concealment here, respective ratings of 91 and 89. So 14,600 hit points. Artillery. You've got your 4 127mm with a firing range of 11.6 kilometers. Your torpedoes have a range of 9.2 kilometers, and you've got 10 of them, which is great for Americans finally. Like here, look at the concealment. We'll hop ahead. Surface detectability range of 7.2 kilometers. Air detectability range 3.6. Remember that Control P to turn off your guns, to protect yourself in your concealment. But supposedly the Benson has a pretty good AA rating, and it's considered a really good escort ship. That's what Wargaming said. Like, as far as gameplay is concerned, you can see that in real life. This is pretty good AA. But I guess you'd say overall, American ships are gunships. You know, better for chasing down enemy destroyers. However, I personally am more of a torpedo ship man myself. I love torpedoes. I made a shirt about torpedoes. That's how much I loved torpedoes. But yeah, we've got Orlikons here. These bad boys. Let's see, how many do we have? We've got 4 Orlikons, 420s. We've got some Bofors here, the big old boys. 2 twin turrets in the rear. And then we've got our primary guns, which count at, you know, there's the dual purpose 127mm, which is pretty typical for just naval vessels in general. The smaller ones are generally dual purpose. Maximum speed 38 knots, turning circle radius 570 meters, rudder shift time 2.7 seconds, and fairly decent concealment, especially with the rating of 89. But honestly, you know, I'm biased because I really like using torpedoes. But I know that I thought that the Chinese had their own torpedoes. So one of the cool things is you can upgrade it to kind of, if you wanted to play more aggressively, you could use the Mark 31s instead of the Mark 15s, and this would essentially make your torpedoes decently faster, but your torpedo range would drop to 6 kilometers, but the maximum damage goes up. So you know, you got to figure out what you want to do. In some cases, this would be really good, but unfortunately, you can't pick that before the battle starts. There's certain maps and even certain lineups. It'd be kind of cool if you had that option to see, okay, you know, here's the two teams, you know, and like you able to do it, but that's just not the way it works. So you gotta hope and you gotta pray to RNGesus that he'll bless you and save you. So this is my EU account. Obviously, I play a lot on my NA account. So yeah, look at the tier 8 Benson. You look at the ratings, but then you gotta account for what it would be like the ratings of a fully upgraded one. Let's see. Mark 15 mod 3s, 55 knots. Yeah, this one actually doesn't have the option to use the Mark 31 torpedoes, so that's interesting. Range of 9.2 kilometers, range of 9.2 kilometers, so you don't get that bigger speed, bigger firepower torps, which right now, that's the biggest difference between the Benson and the Luoyang that there is right now. But overall, it's fun. I've played it once or, you know, about, what, 3 or 4 games, I guess. And here are my first impressions of it in this gameplay. Let me know what you guys think and if you'd buy it if it came out on NA server. And if you guys are on the EU server and you have played it or played against it, what are your experiences? Let me know. Also, here's a fun question. This will be the question of the video. What ship from, I guess, outside of the big Power 7 nations would you want in the game? You know, some of the quote-unquote minor nations, minor participants during World War II. What ships would you want to see added to the game? And are you a fan, or what do you think of the idea of like mixed nations, like maybe a mixed nation tree for all those minor nations if it wasn't, you know, Germany, Russia, the United States, United Kingdom, France, Italy, and Japan, right? You know, outside of those. Anyway, let's check out the action. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the Luoyang, or I wonder if it's Luoyang? You guys let me know, for those of you Chinese speakers. So this is the Republic of China flag, not to be confused with the People's Republic of China. Politics and all that aside, let's just call it a Chinese destroyer. There might be some people who don't really enjoy that. But anyway, we're on the open ocean right here. So we are going to be kind of scouting ahead for our big ships. That's just the way it's going to be, man. But what's interesting about this bad boy, as said previously, is it is a Benson class destroyer. So it's American based. And as a result, we tend to be more in the role of, what would you say, gunships as opposed to torpedo boats. And I don't really want to like kind of light myself for these cruisers. It'd be, oh, there's the enemy Luoyang. Tier 8 premium, only available on the EU server. Ooh, those torpedoes look good. It's gonna have to turn off. Fubuki just dumped them torps. We've got enemy torps. Oh, you know what? Hydrostatic would be really good right now. Okay. Wow. All right. Kind of close. Not nail-bitingly close, but uncomfortably close those torps were. Everybody's just dropping torpedoes right now. My torpedoes, since I'm an American destroyer, only have a range of 9.2 kilometers. However, what's great about that is finally the Americans are able to dump torpedoes further than their concealment. so they can actually do ninja torpedoes for once. You know what I'm gonna do? Is I am just gonna release these and then kind of hope for some hits. Oh my gosh. I wasn't even detected and that Hatsuharu got some hits.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Ooh, there it is. Okay. I think we've
sunk an enemy destroyer.
First blood. Well, aren't I just fortunate right there? So that was great. Enemy Loyang still out there. Our torpedoes did not hit. Got about a minute left in a Tago and an Izumo. See, if you can kind of sneak up on an enemy battleship, that's great. Because you're able to do that. But generally, American destroyers, more of gunships, right? Alright, let's see. We're scouting it out in enabling our big ships the opportunity to do what they do best. Fire from over the horizon, right? So let's see. If I gotta stay, I think it's 7.4 kilometers, I believe. Obviously, we'll go over all of the proper stats. Yeah, this whole group's just bunched back there. I do have boost available, as well as smokescreen. We have been detected, so there's a destroyer very close. So we're kind of gonna have to... Okay, friendly torpedoes over there. Been detected, yeah, see? The Kutuzov. There you are, the enemy Loyang. So go Serpentine. We have to play the map we have here. Oh gosh. Alright, we're undetected now. Look at how close some of these shells were, man. But we have escaped. Now we're gonna kind of go closer to the edge, which is a bit of a risk, but with the enemy Loyang sailing that way, they only have 2 destroyers, we have 4, so we have to take advantage of that. And with the Loyang running for it, I should be able to sneak in, get a little closer. We don't have any carriers, so I don't really have to worry. I do have to worry, but well, I don't have to worry about any carrier-based aircraft, but scout aircraft are still a very real possibility.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Proceed to capture. So if we can just delay them. If I can get in here, that York would be an interesting target, now wouldn't he? He's... Let's see. Alright, yeah. Alright, now we gotta get out of here. Oh, maybe it's 6?
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Friendly torps, okay. Able to handle them.
Direct front.
He more or less... Yeah, he accounted for me. We've been detected. This Loyang is shooting at us. Gotta find my range on this guy.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Ooh, an incapacitation. Okay. Oh gosh, enemy cruiser. Fire. Drop smoke. We gotta get the tits out of here. These cruisers are focusing us. Focusing me. Oh, come on. Oh shit! I sank someone with a torp! And almost finished that guy off. So... Alright, we should be fine on torps. So, is that destroyer dead? Enemy destroyers are down. We've got no casualties on our team. I'm at about, I'd say 66% health, about 2/3 here. And I've got this nice Hatsuharu and I. So now we can get up closer, maybe drop some ninja torps. Ooh. We just took our first casualty. The cruiser York is down, one of our lower tier ships. We should be more than fine here. I do not want to fire. That would be bad. Alright. I want this guy to either take the lead and allow me to fire my torps. And then, yeah. See, because Hatsuharu's got much better range than I do. And I want to get closer and just fire spreads into this giant group. Kind of get an idea of where they're all heading. They're all heading to the west, south by southwest. This Atago is in a somewhat problematic spot, but you know what? He's a cruiser. He would be much more difficult. I don't have any smoke, so we gotta keep that in mind. Oh shit! Jeez, man. I love the sound effects. They just killed it on the sound effects. Alright, Colorado. Alright, now we're just gonna dip out. We're kind of doing a ninja, now that, I mean, that's the one issue with American destroyers, you could say, is when there aren't as many destroyers to chase after. You know, you're a little unfortunate. But I'm trying to keep vision. Look, me and my two compatriots here, these two Japanese destroyers. This guy's rather vulnerable. Will my torpedoes be up in time? He's kind of humping the border. Oh, he's turning around. He would be my next target of opportunity. Let's see. It's not really... Actually, that one might be pretty good. But since he evaded those other torps... Okay, let's pull back. Come on, stay. Oh, gosh. Don't get detected. Ooh! Oh, wow. We barely did that. But this North Carolina is going to be a nice target. So we're going to give ourselves proper room here to turn around. 40 seconds. Oh, and then I hope the Fubuki's not targeting that North Carolina. Ooh, that Atago. So the kills are about even right now. We've lost a decent amount of ships, but I really think with our... we have the advantage in destroyers. Actually, it's going to be up to us if we're going to get these kills. If we're going to win. Okay, so he fired at the North Carolina. He saw that target of opportunity as well. Actually, he'll be maneuvering, I would imagine. Oh, those are just not very good. He's pulling off, though. It's going to be a more difficult target to hit. Let's see, where is he heading? He's turning this way towards me. Just a little bit. Alright, pull out. This Atago is proving problematic. I don't have the guns to really deal with him. I've only got 4 smaller guns. I could maybe use a smoke screen to protect, but our battleships, you know what? This isn't looking too good as far as the capital ships are concerned. How are we doing? We've lost tier 7s and a tier 9. Yeah, it's more or less equal with the edge slightly going to them. Let's see how the torpedoes are doing. Still sailing. It's going to take a little bit of time. They're slower torpedoes, however, there is an upgrade whereby you can get faster torpedoes, but they only have a 6-kilometer range. So that's more of like you rushing in. Taffy 13.
Attention. Reporting a target position.
Shit. Oh, what's that? We have a destroyer way back there. If he doesn't take out that cruiser, we have problems. I really hope he does. Oh, our torpedoes died out? Our torpedoes died out. Damn. So I need to give vision to this cruiser. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, that's not good. The tides are turning, guys. Oh, and there's a scout plane. We were detected. So we're just gonna go serpentine for a little bit here. We've had a pretty good run so far. I need to take out one of these guys. North Carolina is 8. North Carolina's the target. We might, if we have to, we gotta get in close. Those North Carolinas and those 16-inch guns are just pretty good. It's a very, very good battleship. Alright. In this Fubuki... See, the problem is I'm competing with a much better destroyer boat. But that goes to show you the strengths and the minuses of the different destroyer strategies, right? It's a pretty neck and neck battle, but if we take out one of these battleships with torpedoes, I would say that's the deciding factor. Oh, here we go. Who just died? Mondragador, who was a cruiser, high tier cruiser. Look at that. I've got smoke available, so I could go after him. Yeah, it doesn't. Maybe one hit. Oh, skirted them all. You know what? I really wish.
Boost activated.
Hey, bud. Hopefully you're still scoped in. Now let's get the hell out of here. He's already seen us. As long as we're out of secondary range. I'd really love a fire right now, because I don't think my torpedoes were good enough. If we don't get a fire, it's pretty much useless.
Roger, proceeding to assist you.
Damn, all those torps were just garbage. He did a pretty good turn. That's the risk of being detected. Ooh, 11. Those are actually fantastic shots. 5 minutes, we have the edge. I've got time. I've got a minute till the torps are up again. We've been detected. How are we still detected? Maybe because we're firing. Alright. Now he saw me going that way. Oh, as long as these don't hit. Woo, boy! Alright. He's coming this way too. So he saw me going that way. I'm gonna try to get behind him. If we take him out, game's ours. 27 seconds. Yeah, he's focusing, so I'm gonna stalk him. That's what we're doing, boys. We're spamming torps and spotting for the team. Come on, stay out of range. Shit. I may have blown it.
Engine boost deactivated.
Engine boost is deactivated. He's sailing away from me. Fubuki here. Let's see where his guns are. Where is he focusing? All these little things. You can learn and stalk your prey. But yeah, it's I mean, it's a Benson, right? It's a more or less fully upgraded Benson. Where's the Fubuki's torps? What happened to those? Minute 38. 3 minutes left, so I'll have what, one more salvo? So if need be, I'll smoke and get close. Look at this, we're about to lose this Fubuki. I'm not sure. It was kind of, it's a speculative thing, you know, unless you're just going bonsai charging, which I will. I'm gonna be the Chinese honorable destroyer here. I'm not sure with him going away. I'm not sure. He's gonna get in the smoke. We could actually use that smoke. We have smoke, 55 seconds. Oh shit. Okay, scout plane way over there. Some dead hand torpedoes. I'm hoping one of these hits. I think they're gonna run out, honestly. Detected. He's dead. He got hit by the Fubuki. Detonation? Oh, gosh. Alright, so there's 3 left. A weak Colorado. Got a minute 58, and I'm not sure if I'll be able to get in range. So, but the first game in the Luoyang? First blood. We did get first blood, so you know there's that. So 2 enemy ships. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like for our first time out, we had a pretty good time spotting. I'd say we did fairly well. We're the last surviving destroyer on our fleet within this naval detachment here. We've got a max range of 11.6-ish kilometers. So a minute 10. I don't even think my torps will get there in time. I don't think he's moving. Wait a minute. Can our torpedoes cover that distance? I'm assuming he's gonna move. 36 seconds? No, our torps won't get there in time. Tits, man. He's not firing at all? No power? Just fire the guns, man. 8 seconds. Man, that's some... Don't you wish? Oh. Just 30 more seconds. But see, that's the problem with American torpedoes. Fines for causing damage to allies because we rammed into each other. Didn't do a whole lot in terms of score. Only 1 torpedo hit. But yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, was the first impressions of the Loyang. It's a tier 8 Benson, but it's kind of cool because it brings up a discussion with regards to should we have, or will they have mixed nation trees like Republic of China, People's Republic of China, maybe Korea, maybe some of the other, Asian nations other than Japan, obviously, that would maybe be a combined tree. Because there is, and this is the EU server, unfortunately we don't have this on NA, but there is another Chinese ship, but it's a People's Republic of China. So you'd assume they would be in the same tree regardless of the politics behind how, who thinks what is China and all that stuff. Still dating back to the Civil War that started prior to World War II. And I think even prior to the Japanese invasion, maybe? But you know what? That's some history to look into. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, first impressions of it. It's fun. I mean, if you don't have any high-tier destroyers and you wanted to get one, it'd be interesting, especially if you like the American style of destroyer where you're typically more of a gunship than a torpedo boat, which is what the Japanese are good at. So pretty good guns, really good turret traverse rate. Not the best torpedoes as far as range or speed, but now, at least with Americans, you can fire your torpedoes from within your concealment range and not get spotted. So that is a nice change of pace for the Benson and the Luoyang. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching.